Yo, it's your boy Ringo back again with another video, Ringo TV Reactions. Man, these streets is getting wild, fam. Katt Williams pretty much made your boy cry a river. We're talking about Rickey Smiley, fam. Rickey Smiley was crying like a baby. This is wild, fam. We got to get into the tape right away. Let's break this thing down real quick. Let me set this thing up for you, fam. Because it's like Katt Williams hit a nerve, man, with this brother, man. It's like whatever he said pretty much sent this dude over the edge, man. And it was like he just broke down, man, had a nervous breakdown, started crying, screaming, started wilding out. I'm like, damn, bro. Well, hey, I don't want to waste your time, man. Let's get right into the tape, find out what's happening here. This is Katt Williams pretty much sharing his thoughts on Rickey Smiley. And let's just talk about it, man. Let's see what we got here, fam. Let's get into this thing. Let's go.
Smiley, sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday after next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike.
Wait.
And Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Your story is the Rickey Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man? Rickey Smiley can't act because Rickey Smiley can't act.
Yo, this is crazy, yo. Yo, check out his face, fam.
Rickey Smiley can't act because Rickey Smiley can't act.
Yo, he was listening to the interview, bro, while making some tea, bro.
Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
What you talking about, Willis?
Yo. This is crazy.
Your story is the Rickey Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base.
Yo, yeah.
Your story is the Rickey Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base.
Yo.
Rickey Smiley can't act because Rickey Smiley can't act.
Hey man, can I get you anything? Can I get you water or something, man?
Oh, okay.
You doing okay? All right.
Yeah.
Can we give you a minute?
Thank you.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
Of course.
Rickey Smiley knows this. I don't know why liars lie, but I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got in the bathroom, and that's what Rickey Smiley was okay with.
Yo, if you really think about what he's saying here, fam, basically, Rickey Smiley was okay with a scene of a brother getting raped. He was cool with that. But what Katt is saying is like, yo, I had to literally go against the powers that be in the studios to say, look, let's keep this thing comedy. Like, why we creating a classic and yet that involves a man getting violated? Like, how do you mix comedy with a man getting raped? So basically what Katt is saying is he took a stand for what is right while Rickey Smiley was with it, which is typical of what a lot of black guys do in the industry. They sell out for $1. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull.
In other words, when it comes to the business side of the movie, that's y'all thing. But when it comes to comedy, when it comes to what's funny, that's when I come in. That's basically what he's saying.
But we're talking about comedy,
Right.
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves and is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are.
He's right. He's right. You got to give it up, because when you really think about it, it's like you're trying to create a classic film. So why is it that everybody else on set is cool with the grape scene, but yet Katt is the only one that is pretty much saying, you know what? I don't think that this is cool. We should switch this up and whatnot. But Rickey Smiley clearly was with it. That's why he crying. He crying because Katt Williams exposed him, fam. Katt Williams exposed his ass, bro. Like, real talk. Let's get back to the tapes.
If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting.
Basically, again, he had to talk to the producers and everybody to say, look, let's get that scene out of it. I guarantee if we can move that scene out of it, I'm gonna make this movie even more funny than what y'all originally planned. It's gonna be even better than that. And to me, that would make Katt a stand-up dude, because it's like all these other Negroes, they're only concerned with a check. They're not really concerned with their integrity. They're not concerned with what that film will do in terms of the effects it would have on people. Because, you know, a lot of times we look at movies and we don't realize the effects that it have on not just the youth, but our image as black men. Like, long term, we don't even look at the psychological damage that is done. I mean, imagine, here you are in a comedy film, you're supposed to be laughing, but then there's a scene where a man is getting violated. So basically what we're saying is that men getting violated is a joke, something to be laughed at. So now if we have male victims out there that are really going through this type of nonsense, then guess what? It's not a big deal. That's basically what everybody is pushing out there. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Rickey Smiley say on his? That's how I already know that I'm gonna be funnier than you. What he told everybody was, Katt Williams, don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steven Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set.
In other words, he was basically trying to make himself look like he's better than everybody, which is typical of what Negroes do. You know, one thing that I found out about this entire ordeal with the Katt Williams interview that we can get out of all of this is that in life, a lot of us have talents, skills, and different things that we actually do. And in your line of business, there may be other people that's in it that they're doing their best to, I guess, steal from you, use your talent, use your ability, steal your jokes, act as if though you don't exist. Basically, they're eating off you, but they never want to acknowledge you. So if there's anything that we can get from the entire Katt Williams interview, is protect your gift, protect your talent, always be independent, always fund your own thing, because everybody that's in that field is really trying to shine on their own, and they're gonna knock everybody else out in order to get to the top. So what Katt is showing us is how one looks when he stands firm against adversity, how one conduct themselves in terms of upholding his morals, his integrity. Has nothing to do with religion or beliefs or any of that type of stuff. It just have to do with just being a man. You know what I mean? It's just as simple as that, you know? So let's get back to the tape. Let's go.
That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Rickey Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Rickey Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Wow, bruh. The man, yo, it's like Rickey Smiley. Yo, this is crazy, man. I'm gonna let Katt just say it himself, man.
Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life.
What? yo, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Said he can't, they can't play a man to save their life, bro. In other words, all them cats do is just play a role of a woman. This is pretty much what he's saying, fam. Let's get back to the tape.
They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role. Nobody knows why liars lie.
Yo, y'all not catching the jokes, man. Like, he's literally cracking major jokes on these cats without even saying it. Like, he literally said he believed the best fit person for the role should play it. So being that them guys are good at playing women, that's what they should do. Check it out.
The best role. Nobody knows why him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
What?
Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. Wow. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script.
You know what's so crazy about this? Because when you really think of it, it's as if though everybody that is coming against Katt Williams appear to be working together to, I guess, keep him out so that they can make money. And this is something we even see here on YouTube, social media. You could be a content creator and you have your thing that you do. It's your style, it's your way, and you got many other people working together, right? But they're acting like you don't exist. If that makes sense. They're acting like you don't exist, like your contributions don't matter. And what they're doing is trying to mimic what you do. In other words, you're the one who's supposed to be eating. But what they're trying to do is keep you out of the game long enough so that they can eat and convince the world that they're talented, when really they're not. And this is why Katt talked about how, you know, Satan don't have no power. In other words, Satan can't bless nobody. He perverts everything, and he's steal, kill, and destroy. He don't produce. He takes what is someone else's and he use it for his own benefit. And a lot of times you could be somebody that is the one that's talented and others are eating off of you when you're the star. That's crazy, man.
How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Rickey Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike.
Wow, he wrote the words, y'all. He wrote the words, but yet everybody else taking credit. Everybody else is acting like they did this and they did that. That's crazy, man. No wonder Rickey Smiley broke down in tears and started crying like a baby, because he know he did this brother dirty. You know what I mean? This is crazy, man.
I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing.
Basically, he's wearing all the hats. He did all the work behind the scenes, and yet everybody else is acting like they did everything. Everybody else is getting all this credit, but he's the one who made it what it is. That's crazy, man.
I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like,
wow. He said he pretty much told him to go get an actual pimp, which is similar to, let's say, for example, you're a musician and, you know, you have a keyboard player and he's going to play a saxophone through a keyboard, sometimes it's better to just hire, you know, the actual musician. Let's say if you want to play a trumpet, you might be able to get away with a synthesizer version of a trumpet, but to hire an actual trumpet player, that would be even better. You'll get better results that way. And I think that that's basically what he's saying. He was pretty much improving the production value of the film by making a lot of suggestions and changes that all these other non-talented individuals wasn't even applying.
I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
You see? And that happens in every field, fam. That can happen in any walk of life, bro. No matter what field you're in, you can have other people that is out there trying to eat off of your plate, off of the contributions you gave into the business. And it's unfortunate, but this type of nonsense happened all the time. And it's really sad that people would even go that far, fam. Let's go.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again?
Check it.
These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Wow, Satan cannot create anything. Best believe that. Best believe that one. He said Satan cannot create anything, and that's true. That's very true, fam. And for a long time, we've been thinking that the devil have some sort of power to just do as he will. It don't work like that, fam. It don't work like that. He don't create anything. He take what is already done there. He allow you to sell your soul. He allow you to manipulate yourself, and he uses you to do his bidding.
That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
Wow.
They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't.
And that's exactly how it is in every field of life, fam. This is not just about Katt Williams. In my opinion, this is a message for everybody to understand the business, not just the music business, the movie, entertainment business, whatever. We're talking about social media business. We're talking about everything. When people conspire together, they can literally try to blackball you, erase history, change history, rewrite history, you know what I mean? To the point where they eating off of your talent. And the world think that they did this when they didn't even do it. They just copied you. Real slick stuff, fam. It's nasty, man.
But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Basically, what he's saying, fam, is on paper, a team can look like they're dominant. The world can say, oh, so-and-so and so. Oh, yeah, they can hype it up. They can make it look like that in the news media, in the papers, in the tabloids. They can really big somebody up. But the truth is, they're not really all that great when you get on the field. You see what I mean? It's like a boxing match. They can promote it one way and have everybody gassed up. But that fighter knows that when he get in the ring with you, he gonna break you up, man. He knows that. You're just all hype. And a lot of times you have a lot of cats out here that on paper, it look like, oh, they're great. But if you and that person was to go toe to toe, the world will really find out that that person is actually a student of yours that been copying you the whole time. Real talk, man. Let's get back to the tapes.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built.
So
all of these shortcut takers,
Shortcut takers, he called them, fam. And there's a lot of shortcut takers in all different fields and walks of life, man. A lot of shortcut takers, they don't want to work, bro. They steal, they copy, they manipulate. They're not original at nothing they do, fam. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting how in this day and time, you have so many people that are like that, bro. Like they don't put in the work. They don't put no creativity, no effort in the things that they do. They're not producers. They're just copycatters, regurgitators, imitators. They backbite, and then they have the audacity to try to act like they good. You know what I mean? Because they got some clout. But really, they're copying off the next man. Sick world we live in, fam.
They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous.
And that's how they love to do in all industries. Listen, fam, you got to look at this thing for what it is. It's not just about Katt Williams, fam. What I'm taking from this is this happens with all of us in all different fields, all different walks of life, where when you walk in the room, everybody get quiet. When you step on a scene, everybody like, they trying to stay quiet like, oh, here he go. Why? Because you're the real deal. You're the real deal. And they got to act as if though you're not there or like they're showing some sort of respect, but really they were all just talking about you. The minute you walk out the room, then they can be themselves. In other words, when you come around, you make them uncomfortable. Why? Because you're the real deal. You're the real McCoy. You know? And you got a lot of people like that, man. Even on your 9 to 5, on your job, wherever you at, man, you can have people that you get around them, and as soon as you step in the scene, man, they get quiet. Why? Because it's like, man, there you go. And you're the real deal. And they can't deal with it, man. When you come in, bro, your energy demands attention. Everybody gotta get quiet because they guilty. I'm telling you, man, this is real.
But in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
And the same thing they do in the churches, fam. Even in the Christian church, bro. Even with TD Snakes and Creflo Dollars and all these different pastors, they pay these people, man. They pay these people not to say certain things, bro. On purpose. You know what I mean? They hide the truth on purpose. They tell them, look, I don't want you out there teaching these people the real, bro. Don't teach them the truth. Hide it from them. And that's what they doing out here, man.
They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story.
Yo, you know what's so crazy, fam? We all knew back in the day, man. We all knew that Steve Harvey was bald and he was wearing a hairpiece and a fake mustache. We already knew that already, fam. Like, we're talking about way back in the day. We already knew that. So it's interesting that he said he exposed it, and that pretty much ended Steve Harvey's stand-up career, fam, because every time we used to see this dude with this perfect lineup, this perfect fade, I'm like, yo, man, there's no way this dude, there's no way, fam, that dude got to be wearing a hairpiece. And he was, man, the whole time. It's crazy. That's why he cut all his hair off, man, because Katt Williams exposed him. That's wild.
Where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What?
Wow.
You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Let's hear what he say.
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
What? Whoa. Man. He said all of them are basically whack, bro. At least he represented Bernie Mac, though, fam. At least he stood up for him, fam, his honor.
So no.
Wow.
Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Rickey Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that.
Wow.
But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym, but you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
Wow.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
And when you really think about it, man, telling these jokes and whatnot, it's serious business, man. A lot of these comedians, man, this is their life. This is what they do. And it's a struggle to set up a joke at the right moment, at the right time to get the audience reaction. It takes skills to do that, man. And to have people out there stealing jokes and all of that other stuff, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. The industry is really wild, man. That's why when you're doing your thing, man, you just got to do the best you can. Do the best you can, because you're going to have a lot of people that's going to be trying their best to steal from you and copy you and try to suppress what you're doing in order to elevate themselves, man. It's a real dirty game out here, fam.
I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say...
Right, so he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Do you see that? He thought that I was a no-name comedian and he thought that I could just take that joke and nobody will know. Same thing happens on social media, fam. You know how many times I do content and originate certain talking points, do certain things, and it's like cats would be on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, even here on YouTube, regurgitating everything I do, word for word, bro. Acting as if though, oh, nobody ain't seeing, nobody ain't gonna know, nobody don't know that it's his stuff that I'm really copying. You know what I mean? Why? Because they don't got no talent. They trying to capitalize off you. You see what I mean? And they'll try to front. They'll even try to mimic the way you talk, bro. Just to try to appear as if though they got some sort of talent. When really, they copying everything about you. They trying their best to be you. This is why the Bible says in one of the commandments, thou shalt not covet. Because people do it every single day, fam. It's sick out here.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
And he didn't know.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it.
Notice he said he had help with the joke. There's a lot of things that go into setting up these jokes, fam.
He had me go back in the lab and help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
His very best joke, and this cat stole it. Are y'all putting that together, fam? His very best joke, and dude decide, you know what? I'm gonna steal it. That's what they do, fam. This is why when it comes to talent, when it comes to creativity, You got to always set that bar high. And you got to always be doing something that's totally out of this world, to the point where other people are trying to mimic you, trying to copy you. Fam, you're going to have them literally working triple time harder to keep up with you. Why? Because you're always innovating. You're always elevating to new heights. You're always strategizing what you're going to do, to the point that as much as they try to copy you, you're the one that's always standing out. That's why I believe even on social media, even as a content creator, you got to be doing things that's going to make you stand out from the crowd. You got to understand the audience. You got to understand what they want. You got to understand what they're interested in, and then you got to deliver that. You know what I mean? You got to be where they're at. In other words, speak to them as well. Yeah, the topic is about Katt Williams causing Rickey Smiley to cry, but at the same time, these same things apply to us in our everyday life, where somebody is out there coveting everything you do, stealing from you, robbing you, acting like they did it. You know what I mean? You know how many times cats steal from me, Mira? You got cats that'll go out there writing books, copying the words that I say, and they'll put it in their book as if though they wrote the shit, bro. Like, really, it's sick. That's how sick the game is, bro. You know what I mean? But it's never gonna really prosper, bro. At the end of the day, they're gonna all fall like flies for their lies.
1998, I'm doing this joke, it's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke.
Wow, that's crazy, man. He saw him do the joke, and then he goes and steals the joke as if though he did it. Why? Because he want your shine. He want to eat off of you, bro. And it happens to all of us, man, in every different walk of life. There's always somebody watching you, trying to be like you. Fam, if you watching me right now and you trying to be like me, fam, you would have to do all of this. You would have to do a lot of work. There's a lot of work that you got to do to try to even keep up, fam. Because I am always innovating, elevating, and renewing and doing things better. You know what I mean? Better. So all the competition, all the competitive jealousy folks, all of these folks, they're gonna have to be doing a lot of work behind the scenes. You can only copy but so much. Eventually, you're gonna get called out. And the audience is gonna know that you fake, bro. That's just the way it is. It happens to all of us. He said the man saw him, said, yo, I like that joke. And then a couple of years later, stole the man's work, bro.
On the Kings of Comedy, and he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship.
Wow.
Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade.
Wow.
Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times, and Katt didn't do, as I stand before you, Shannon, I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that?
And that happens to all of us, bro. It's like this interview, man, this interview really is something that affects us all, bro. Like, this is not just a one-time thing where it's like, okay, this is just him. No, this affects all of us, bro. Like, all of us have experienced this type of BS from different people in our life, bro. And we sit back like, fam, like, really, you gonna steal? Like, that's my work, bro. Like, that's crazy, man. And some people, they don't have no soul, man. They just do it. They don't care.
Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But
that's crazy.
We don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Everything Cedric and Rickey Smiley ever been in got canceled for not being funny.
What?
Ricky sat here and told you that they cut him out of every movie he did. They always had a reason. Like, I laugh all day long. I can't even imagine the misery of these bums.
But they be touring, they be doing like 100 shows a year?
That's me. I don't run into none of them.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. If you a Faison Love fan, you mean you've been a fan of him for 32 years, you still waiting on him to do his first special? You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey, your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now?
Wow. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Anyway, man, we're going to get up on out of here, man. Appreciate y'all stopping by, man. This is crazy. Katt Williams made Rickey Smiley burst in tears, start crying and pleading and just wailing a bunch of tears, bro. Sad situation, man. Very, very sad situation, man. So, hey, we're going to get on out of here, man. I want y'all to be safe out there. This is Ringo TV Reactions, man, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. You already done know what it is. Leave your comments, leave your feedback. If you like the work that we do over here, fam, be sure to click that like button. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel today. You know what I mean? We provide you the best content on YouTube, hands down. There is no other. Just a bunch of copycats, that's all is out there. You know what I mean? We #1 over here, fam. Ain't nobody doing it like this, bro. So, hey, you like these reactions? You want more? Hey, show that by clicking that like button, subscribing to the channel, fam. That keeps us motivated. We're gonna keep you locked, keep doing what we gotta do. So, hey, y'all be safe. Ringo TV Reactions, rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out of here, fam. Peace and blessings. We out.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTVRaw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.